person is actually found guilty, they're disfellowshipped. They're not a part of Jehovah's Witnesses anymore. There was an Awake magazine article that came out back in the 80s, and the title cover was about child abuse.
Mm-hmm.
And it encouraged parents to talk to even their young children about private parts and who's not supposed to touch them. And some a witness wife, a mother, wrote in after that article and said, my husband and I, we decided, even though our kids are only 4 years old and 6 years old, that we would, this article prompted us to open up this conversation, even though it was uncomfortable for us to have this conversation. Come to find out, both girls told the parents that an uncle, the wife's brother, had been abusing them.
Okay.
And they were able to stop the abuse that I had already started, protect those girls from that relative who by the way was not a witness. And they just couldn't believe that, they thought they were, watchful parents. And we live in such a depraved world.
Right. Yeah. No, I agree. That's why we're being so thorough, actually, is we're really, really concerned about stuff like that. I mean, actually, that reminds me, did tell me that, because you said that they get disfellowshipped and they don't, they're not part of the organization again. I do remember asking before if they can, if they come back, and he did mention something about them sometimes being reformed and returning to participate again in the congregation. That's what I understood from the conversation I had with before.
Do you feel like a person could change?
Not in that case, I don't believe so.
Some of those people are able to get past that.
Past abusing children?
If they were abused themselves,
I think that went the wrong way.
Oh, okay.
I mean, get to the point where they no longer are having that problem. They even if it's a desire, it's something that they can handle. But as far as from our approach, there's a couple of different aspects. Being a member of the congregation versus being in a responsible position in the congregation. Those two should be very different things. You're coming from a very sensitive spot as a victim. So I don't want to be insensitive to that, but a person, I know a man that was accused of improper conduct toward a teenage girl, and for decades he's maintained his innocence. He still can't have any responsible position in the congregation. He can't be an elder, he can't be a ministerial servant, he can't take the lead in things. But can he still be in the congregation? Can he still be considered a servant of God? I mean, I know he was accused. He claims he was innocent. I don't think anybody has, other than him and the girl. The girl had some unusual things about her personality that gave some credibility to the idea that he may have been falsely accused as out of spite. But I haven't heard of anything changing. So he's still stuck. He can't be used for any responsible position.
Mm-hmm.
But should we kick him out of the congregation for that?
For safety reasons, I would say, yeah, that would be the best move. What did the police have to say about it? I mean,
he wasn't.
That's for them to.
Like, I mean, I'm saying, did they actually do anything about it?
The girl just said stuff, but didn't follow through on that particular.
Well, the police were involved, but they didn't. There was no prosecution. Depending on what the situation was, some of them have been told you can't go door to door.